everyone? Ashanti Titus here, executive producer of Natural Hair, the movie, and I am joined here today with Ms. Lauryn Merriweather. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. So glad to be here tonight. I'm doing really awesome today.
Good. If you all have been following us and you saw a post, Lauryn is doing some major things at San Diego State University. She is the president of Campus Curlz. And then there you go. Represent. I love that logo. Love it. I need one of those shirts. And she's doing some amazing things, and we connected because you actually attended our Natural Hair the movie screening in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
And so what did you think about the film?
Yeah, so I was able to see the Natural Hair movie at the Kumba Fest, which is really awesome in San Diego. And when I was watching the movie, I didn't know what to expect at first. I was like, is it going to be like an animation or more documentary based? So going into it, I just wanted to be, solely unbiased and have an open mind to what I would see. And then, watching the movie, going through the entire film, like I was able to just resonate with like the majority of the film and learning so much in addition, to be honest. Like it touched the journey of natural hair from a lot of stages and a lot of perspectives, going from the history of natural hair, so like how we've progressed and how we've fallen back, and just general misconceptions of natural hair in the media and with like different generations. And honestly, liked a lot of the aspects, mostly about generational divides between natural hair from my mom and up, and then how it is for me. It's like so different. So just being able to see those different perspectives, collide was important. And the political side is where we are now, which is important too, with legislation like the Crown Act that is currently involved in California and a couple other states. But the natural hair journey has so many components. I don't think people realize how deep it goes. But that film helps you to kind of learn more if you don't know anything about it, and just bring you up to speed about how much it's grown and like how powerful it really is.
For sure. And like, what would you say the climate has been like in California since Senator Holly Mitchell, helping to bring in the Crown Act? What has it been like there? What's the atmosphere been like?
Well, for us, like currently in the environment that I'm constantly in, so being at school on campus, natural hair and like the Crown Act is something that we talk about like with our club a little bit, but it hasn't had any direct impact on us here. But I know that it's impacting a lot of people in a lot of places. When we had a high school conference in collaboration with the African Student Union, high schoolers from Los Angeles and other places around San Diego will come, and then Campus Pro will host a workshop. And then a lot of students will open up and be vulnerable and talk about experiences that they had at their high schools with stipulations and things that have happened negatively about their hair and their hair in the classroom, and like guys being told that they can't have their afro at a certain height and things like that. So, having these younger students being able to confide and talk to us about natural hair and the struggles that they face, it's real. So the Crown Act is needed, unfortunately. But it's definitely important to have to protect us, because, that's just another way that they can discriminate against us to keep us from something else. So the Crown Act is, here to hopefully do what it needs to do. Yeah.
Right, for sure. I just want to say hats off to you for being a leader. It's just so great to see young women like yourself, striving, and, you're the president of Campus Curlz. Can you tell the audience what Campus Curlz is exactly?
So Campus Curlz is at San Diego State, we're just one chapter. So it started originally at Hampton University. Shout out to Neil Wellman and Shannon Moreau, because those are the two founders of this entire organization. And they had a common vision just to bring more natural hair awareness to college campuses. And it was something that wasn't there originally before. So just bringing something to light where there is a lack thereof, and fulfilling that void is what Campus Curlz was for our campus, and every campus that has. But it branched out from like the HBCUs, and then came to the West Coast, starting with the founding exec board. Our first president at San Diego State was Dominique Davis, and she's now a San Diego State alumni. But yeah, we
Awesome.
decided to bring this club to our campus because there was no natural hair club. So, and we felt it was important, in addition to having, a BSU and then ASU and things like that, just having a sole organization that focuses on natural hair and community service was important. So, in addition to talking about hair and natural hair education, we do a lot of service at our campus and in the local San Diego community with, local middle schools, high schools, elementary
Wow.
schools, doing dorm talks, which has really been fun. We just had a dorm talk at the dorm across the street on campus.
Right.
But we've been able to do, a lot of things with this organization, and it's been received very well throughout the community on campus.
That is amazing. I love the sisterhood and the fact that you guys are bringing information, because I was looking on your page and I saw that you guys like do workshops on, DIYs and how to take
Yes.
care of your hair,
Mm-hmm.
helping men to take care of their beards,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and recently, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw
Mhm.
something dealing with like a workshop dealing with like body image, or can you kind of go into that last event that you guys had?
So we had an event on professionalism, which
Okay.
was like our Black History event, and that
Hmm.
we wanted to capture the idea of natural hair in the workplace. So that
Okay.
was a little bit about body image and just how we present ourselves as Black people, African American, multicultural people in the workplace when it comes to how we present ourselves professionally with our hair, and then of course touching on being Black in the workplace in general.
Hmm.
So with that, we had a panel discussion with our esteemed faculty and staff on campus, and they were able to just share their take on how they see natural hair discrimination and what that means for them. But it was really good to hear from like people who are older than us and people that we look up to on campus that we see around on the daily. Like these are Black professionals at a university, so hearing from them how they specifically handle issues being a minority or handling imposter syndrome, and just being able to collaborate with people amongst all ethnicities was important just to
Yeah.
highlight.
Can you share with us a little bit about, like, because I know a little bit about like the imposter syndrome. Like, what
Mhm.
is the imposter syndrome?
Yeah, so it's basically just feeling like you don't belong. Based at San Diego State University, we're considered a PWI, a predominantly white institution. So a
Okay.
lot of our students are Black and African American students. We are about 4% of
Okay.
our campus. So
Mm-hmm.
when you walk into a classroom, it's usually you yourself or three other people, or you can count on your hand how many Black people or people that look like you are in that classroom. And it
Mm-hmm.
varies from different majors. So just being in a space and coming from, if you went to high school with a lot of people that look like you, to coming to a place where you don't see yourself that often, it could be like a big culture shock and a really big and hard adjustment for a lot of people. So like a lot of people retreat, like myself. Sometimes I felt like I didn't belong in the classroom, or I don't belong in my major, just because I'm the only Black girl in the classroom. So it's kind of hard to navigate and see, just to feel like I belong or feel welcome. Um, yeah, so it's just like working through a mental challenge to see where you really fit in or feel like you don't fit in. But that's just something that we have to overcome because in corporate America, it's majority, people who don't look like us. So you have to learn how to network, learn how to communicate, and be able to work as a team with, anybody.
Right. For
Hmm.
sure. And I'm like, man, you taking me back, because I remember what it was like. Because, being with the high school that I went to,
Hmm.
like, always like one, like in the classroom, and people kind of like tried to like prejudge, but I felt like I had to like push harder and be better just because of the stigma around, being a part of, our group.
Hmm.
So, like, how have you, like, what advice would you give to, freshmen that are coming in, or some, African American girls that are coming in that may be going to a PWI, and like how to kind of navigate that without kind of losing yourself?
Exactly. So I'm from Los Angeles, and I went to King Drew High School, um, and that was a predominantly black high school. And then coming to San Diego State, for me, what was important was to find those spaces. And if you can't find those spaces, don't be afraid to create those spaces. Um, in freshman year, I was involved in an all-black freshman program called Harambe, but it's
Mm-hmm.
now called the Henrietta Goodwin Scholars Program. But that was like specifically a class on Fridays just for the black freshmen. So on Fridays, every Friday at 2 p.m., we get to see everybody that's black, or a lot of the freshmen that are black on campus, and we're just like in a space together, learning about resources on campus. We have mentors, and it's a good time because you can see a room full of black people. And that's something that you can meet on a Friday afternoon. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to go, but then when you get there, you see your homies, you see your friends, surrounded by just like
Right.
your community.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting involved on campus is really important for me. Just trying to develop and learn about leadership. I did it in high school, but being a leader on a college campus is different than me doing it in high school. So I would definitely advise my young brothers and young sisters to step into college and just get out of your comfort zone and be okay with being uncomfortable and learn about yourself. Take Black Studies classes; those are important, so important.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah.
For sure. Now let me ask you, why did you?
Mhm.
Okay, let's go back. Did you have to transition to natural, or like have you always been natural?
So my natural for me, I guess is everybody defines it in a different way, but
Mm-hmm.
in high school uh, can I straightened my hair like every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I was kind of natural because I didn't have a weave, or I didn't wear wigs and things like that. But it wasn't in a purely solely natural state because I did always put heat on my hair, and that allowed me to have to do somewhat of a transition because I had to cut the damaged ends off and things like that. So transitioning from that, I like stopped putting heat on my hair when I was like about a year ago.
Okay.
So that's kind of where my natural hair journey started. Um, and then like without heat, I've been just trying to learn more about my protective styles and changing it up. Uh, Last year I was doing bantu knots a lot, and that's what I was kind of known for.
Yeah.
I would always, have my bantu knots in, and we would do campus co style parties, and I would like show people how to do my bantu knots, and I would do it on other people. Um, yeah, I need to go back to that. But it's been a journey. It's been fun. Sometimes it's been hard and stressful
Right.
because people will look at you different, or have so many questions, or question you, or just it could be uncomfortable. But every day is a new day to try things new, and sometimes today just a slick bun is all you need.
Right.
But yeah.
Yes, for sure. That's awesome. And so so you said that Campus Curlz is in various like a different
Yeah.
organization. So like how big does the organization expand to?
So yeah, it's constantly growing. Like the more, like if a college campus decides that they want to bring Campus Girls to their campus, they can contact like our page and our website, and then there's like a form you can submit to request to bring it to your campus. So there's one on the West Coast, and then there's more on the East Coast area, like Temple University, Kennesaw State, Hampton, and those places like that. So in total, it's like over 9 campus girls. Yeah, but it's constantly growing. It's crazy, and it's only been almost like 3-ish years, and it's already taking
Wow.
off for something that's pretty,
That's amazing. And
mhm.
it's like, and I was seeing like there's just so awesome because you guys always have like these events that's going on. That's kind of like, I think if I was like at a university still getting like my hair like processed and I was to go to one of your events, I would definitely be like tilted to go natural. So
Mm-hmm.
that's huge, the work that you're doing. To the fact that you guys are going to elementary schools, junior high schools, and you're talking to these girls early,
Mm-hmm.
and letting them know like it's okay to be who you naturally are.
Yes.
And so I just definitely commend you for your work and for Nia, right, and her partner for coming up with this idea to have this sisterhood and camaraderie, at these various universities. So this is major. When I heard about this, I was like, that is because I saw y'all before you came to the event in San Diego, before the San Diego event was even talked about. And I'm like, like, I wonder who's, and it's crazy that you ended up going and then us connecting like that. So that's awesome. So what do you guys, so what's in the future for you, Lauryn?
For me, or like Campus Curlz, or just both?
Out for you personally, like what do you see? Because you're the president of Campus Curlz now. You're going to be like how long do you have in school, and what do you see yourself doing like after this?
My roommate is human. But so for Campus Curlz, well, myself first, like I'm a senior graduating in May.
Oh, congratulations!
That's really exciting. I'm majoring in speech language and hearing sciences and a psychology minor. So my next steps would be grad school. So depending on like whether I go now or like wait a year, that's kind of where I'm at. But the end goal would be is a speech language pathologist. Right now, I can see myself working in a children's hospital. I like kids, but I also like working with.
I have 4. You want one?
Yes, that's where I see. But life is uncertain. You never know what opportunities may present themselves. But I'm also involved with like behavioral therapy, so doing that on the side, and then working. I also have like a passion, or I'm interested in working with the stroke population for communication disorders. So
it went off a little bit, so you got cut off. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So in addition to working with like children in hospitals, I'm also interested in stroke populations. So post-stroke patients and
gotcha.
Speech.
Right.
So
gotcha. That's cool. Oh my gosh.
So I do want to keep the natural hair going after college. So depending on, I could possibly create my own natural hair line or just be a brand ambassador for one of my favorite hair companies or something. But yeah, who knows? I'll start my page, my YouTube page.
That is awesome. You should. I'll be one of your first subscribers. That is so dope. And then, so you're going to be passing the torch on to someone else to be for San Diego. How are you feeling about that? Like, are you kind of nervous about graduating? Like, how are you like just ready to get it over with? What are your emotions right now?
It's definitely bittersweet, but it's a lot of emotions wrapped up into one. Because I've been doing it since the founding e-board. So I started off as vice president, and then I moved on to president. And there's like about 4 of us that we call ourselves the OG CC girls. That are like the 4 remaining like people from the founding e-board. And after that, it's just going to be solely like new Campus Curlz people running the organization. But it is, kind of exciting, but also sad that we won't be in that space right there anymore. But we are so confident for the girls, the new girls that we have on the keyboard, because they show, great promise. And they're just dedicated as much as we are to this org. And we've been able to just connect and like each e-board, we've become like so close with our friendships, and we grow. Like we're actually friends outside of Campus Curlz. So, and even if I didn't know them before, like we now have like that bond, just being a part of CC together. But I definitely feel like next year it will be different with each new management team. But I think it's going to continue to grow. Like they can always use me as a resource whenever. But I think we've tried a lot of new things this year and brought in like more connection to guys and trying to promote our organization to our brothers and men. So maybe next year there'll be a guy on the board. So we'll never know. But I think that progress is only going to go up from here, for
For
sure.
sure. That's awesome. So are you're kind of like, so the next person in line, that they've been groomed to kind of take that position.
Yeah, so the next people that would possibly be in my place are, meeting with me on the side, and we've been having conversations about what that
Mhm.
would possibly look like. And just that transition material is being, slowly but surely passed on to people who are interested. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, you guys will find out the next president in May.
Awesome. Well, oh my gosh, thank you so much for your time and what you're doing, like pushing the movement at San Diego State, and helping to shape the minds of young women that are coming up, young girls,
Mhm.
and pretty much planting that seed and letting them know that they are enough, that they don't have to damage themselves or their hair, just to fit in or for society's sake. So I want to say, just to see you as a young woman, an undergrad, about to graduate, doing a thing, and then also being a leader. I mean, that's phenomenal.
Thank you
Because
so much.
you don't have to. That's a lot of work. You don't have to do that. You can just go to class,
Right, go to sleep.
but you are working in the community. So hats off to you, and thank you for your work. Thank you for going to check out the film.
Of
And
course.
if anybody wants to check out the film, you can go to Amazon.com, type in that the movie. Make sure y'all leave a review. Follow us on Instagram. Lauren, can you tell us the handles for Campus Curlz if anybody wants to follow the organization?
Yes. So if you want to follow Campus Curlz on Instagram, it's Campus Curlz, and it's Curl spelled with a Z, so CURLZ.SDSU. And then for Twitter, we also have that. It's going to be Campus Curlz SDSU.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I know you're going to be doing some more great things in the future,
Yeah.
so we'll definitely stay in touch. Also, if you guys want to do, anyone out there that want to do a screening, you can hit us up on Instagram or info@nationalhealthmovie.com, and we can get that set up for you. Thank you so much, Lauren, for your time. You have an amazing and productive week, and we will be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lauren. Have a great one. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.